And I was like, oh my gosh, hey, Game Master 468 bring you another video where it's just a bunch of pictures on the screen and stuff. Alrighty, so I know it might be a little late to make this video, but I've been wanting to give my thoughts on some of the new stuff I saw on E3 for quite a while, and I'm finally getting around to it. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm mostly going to be covering up on Nintendo stuff, because that's pretty much the only stuff I really watched and care about. Because nowadays it's mostly just about the PlayStation Move and the Kinect and blah 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 blah. So yeah, I'll mostly just be covering Nintendo stuff, cause yeah. So let's move on. There is one thing on Sony's side that I want to get my thoughts on, and that's the brand new Sly 4 game that's coming out. Finally! It's been like, 6 or 7 years since the last time we heard from this guy? Jeez, I mean, it's been so long, man. It's been too long. I've been so busy focusing on Infamous. Not that I have a problem with that game. That game is awesome. I play it with my cousin all the time, and yeah. So, as I was saying, they've been so busy working on Infamous, like they seem to hardly have any time to focus on Sly. Oh, why? Oh, it's disappointing. But now it's coming, yay. Next year, boo. So, heard it was gonna come out in August this year, but then they were like, oh, it's gonna come out next year. It's awful. But enough about the complaining. Let's get to the excitement. This game might be the sole reason why I will buy a PlayStation 3 for me to own. My PlayStation 3 that I will get, and this game will be because of it. I've beaten all 3 of the games so far. I've beaten every single game, and I will beat this game, the new one that's coming out. Yeah. Oh, missed that so much. Oh, about time I got to work on that. Seriously been like 6 or 7 years since they made another one. But it's coming, so we can all breathe now. We can all relax. Yeah. Okay, so by the looks of this game, the graphics look more cel-shaded than usual. I mean, of course, I guess Sly 3 kind of had a more cel-shaded feel on that game than the other ones. Sly 3 did have a cel-shaded feel to it. It did have that. And, it looks fine, but this one seems a bit more cel-shaded than all the other ones. Perhaps a bit too cel-shaded, in my opinion anyway. I'm not complaining, I'm just saying, think they might have went just a little over the top with the cel-shadation. But I understand it's still like a work in progress, and they might fix it later or something like that. But, oh well. Thieves in Time, huh? Didn't think they would actually go with that title. After all, you guys created the title. You guys were the ones saying, oh, it's gonna be called this. It's gonna be called that. It's gonna be called this. It's gonna be called that. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. So I didn't think they would actually go with that title. I was very surprised. How about that? Alrighty, so, guess I'll talk about this for just a couple more minutes so I don't bore you. Looks like Sly still has some of his old moves. The only old move I've seen is the little spiral jump thing that when he lands on pointy things and knocks on tight ropes. He can still hit people with a cane, duh. looks like he has a couple new moves too, which look pretty cool. I didn't get a good look at it, but they look alright. They look pretty cool. And yeah, and the health meters still look like the classic Sly health meters. Now there was one thing that may or may not bug me. It depends on how they go with this. Okay, now when I was looking at the gameplay footage of it on YouTube, I was like watching some gameplay footage and those two were yakking, even though I wanted to hear I want to hear the game sound, not their talking. When I was talking, when they were talking, sorry, kind of heard them say they were kind of, with the boss battle function, they're kind of going back to how the boss battles were in the first Sly game. You know, where you had, how do I put this? Basically when it's not like, you know, it's completely different from the Sly 2 and the Sly 3 boss battles. Let's put it like that, okay? I don't know how to put it, but you know how the first Sly boss battles were like. You know, they were awesome. They were pretty epic. But in a way, I kind of like how they did it with the second and third Sly boss battles. In the second and third games, I mean. I like how they did it in the second and third games. A little better, actually. So, it depends on how they're going to go with this. With the whole, oh, we're going back to the roots of the first Sly game. It kind of depends on how they're going to go with this. Because I don't want them to take away the whole free roaming and you gotta go to the markers to go to the missions and stuff like that. I still want them to keep that stuff. And maybe have a mission select like what they did before. That looks cool. But I don't want them to just go completely overboard with the first Sly game route. Yeah, you can, like, put a few of that kind of stuff here and there, but just don't go overboard with it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Anyways, I've been going on about this for, like, what, 6 minutes? I am sorry, but I'm just a big Sly fan, and I just had to give my thoughts on this. I'm sorry. But I pretty much said all that's on my mind on that game, so, yeah. Okay, let's move on with the next game, shall we? About time, I know what you're thinking. Oh, yeah. Okay, now that I'm done rambling on about the fourth Sly game, which looks awesome. Sorry I have to keep saying that, but yeah. Now I'm done rambling on about that. Let's move on to the Nintendo section of the E3, which I actually watched the full hour conference. I really did. I watched the clear thing. In fact, I got it all on DVD. Seriously, I got the whole thing put on a DVD so I can watch it whenever I want to. Yeah. So, yeah, it was on Nintendo Channel. I thought, hey, why not put this on DVD? You know, relive those exciting moments, you know? Okay, so, the Nintendo press conference that was there. Okay. Now, it all began with the little orchestration of the Zelda songs because it's the 25th anniversary. And I must say, I really thought that sounded very good. I love how it sounded. The remixes of the classic Zelda songs. I really thought that was pretty cool. And Miyamoto even had little fun moments with it. Like he had them play the opening, the treasure chest song, you know, and yeah, it sounded very nice. And enough about the showbiz part. The whole thing about is pretty much the showbiz. But now let's talk about the actual games they talked about. Right off the bat, I'm going to say that they finally gave a release date for Skyward Sword. They finally gave a release date for that game, coming out this holiday season. Finally! Then I heard that I said out loud, yeah, baby, finally. Literally, said that out loud. Literally did. Not even joking. I'm surprised no one, came in what the heck is going on here? But yeah, it's about time they got that released. I mean, that took, years. I mean, when was the first time they said that game was coming out? I don't even remember. 2008? 9? I don't know. Must be a pretty big game if it took them this long to make it. But, yeah, I'm really excited about this one. Yeah, sorry I keep getting, tongue-tied. I'm doing this unscripted. That's how I usually do things. But, yeah, sorry for my tongue-tiedness. I'm pretty much doing this completely unscripted. Sorry. But yeah, and last year's E3, which I didn't watch the full conference, I saw on YouTube, the controls for the game. I could how the Wii Motion Plus is gonna work with it. Thought it looked pretty nice. I mean, you can actually put the Wii Remote to your side or something like that. Make it seem like you're going through your pockets and getting the items you need from your inventory. I thought that looked pretty cool. And then rolling the bomb, which I'm not sure I'll be able to do due to my disease and stuff. And you can actually throw it, and then you can use the remote you're actually shooting the bow, and then the sword, which looks more awesome. I could think of several jokes I could do with that if I do a playthrough of that. That'd be great. Just be like, hey, I'm poking you, I'm poking you, I'm poking you. Yeah. But enough about that. So yeah, that looked pretty cool, and we saw some more footage of it at E3, of course. Just not much footage, just little clips they showed during the orchestra thing that I just talked about earlier. Graphics, they're kind of going to the Wind Waker graphics, but at the same time, they're also going to the Twilight Princess graphics. Mixture of those two, which I thought was nice. I mean, as long as I didn't make it too cel-shaded. It looked pretty nice. Alright, now, this isn't a big issue. It's just something that kind of made me go, what? And that's with Zelda's character model in this game. Here's a picture. Is anyone thinking what I'm thinking here? Or am I the only one thinking this? My first thought was, that's Zelda? Literally, that was my first thought when I saw her. I was like, what? That can't be her. I don't know. There's just something about this character model. I mean, now that I see it up close, I can kind of see it, but I don't know. It just seems just looks weird to me for some reason. It's almost like it's not Zelda. I don't know. It just looks kind of weird to me for some reason. I don't know why. It just looks strange. Seriously, it doesn't look like it's Zelda at all, really. It's weird. Yeah, that's pretty much my only concern of it. It's not a big issue. That's just my thought on that, so yeah. Okay, Paper Mario 3DS. I'm just going to assume it's just a remake of the original Paper Mario, which if you didn't know, I'm doing a blind playthrough of it currently. If you want to check that out, go ahead and look for it somewhere on my channel. Go ahead and look for that. I may put a link to it or something, but I most likely won't. But yeah, I'm doing a blind playthrough of that, and I'm just going to assume it's just a remake of the original Paper Mario, so I'm not going to go into much detail with that. So, yeah, let's just move on to the next one. Okay, Super Mario 3DS. the way this looks, it seems to be a mixture of Super Mario Galaxy. It seems to take those mechanics, but it also seems kind of like, how do I put this? Like Mario 64, Super Mario Brothers, kind of like that. Yeah, it seems to mostly be like a mixture of, it seems to mainly take the mechanics of Super Mario Galaxy, which I thought was a pretty good idea, because, let's face it, we both loved the Mario Galaxy games. Why am I saying both? I mean, I should say we all love the Super Mario Galaxy games. I'm saying that as if there's only 2 people watching it. Anyway, so, yeah, the Super Mario Galaxy games, they were great, as all Mario games usually are. And, yeah, the level designs, they were fantastic, the boss battles were epic, the star collecting, yeah, it's the same. The storyline, not so good, because they've been going for the same storyline for so long, ever since the beginning of Mario. They really should. I know it'd be kind of weird since it's been the same storyline for who knows how long, but they should seriously kind of just change the storyline a bit. I mean, Princess Peach getting captured all the time, that's getting a little old, don't you think? Yeah, at least I think so. I think that's getting a little old. But anyway, and chances are that's going to be the storyline for the Super Mario 3DS. Lamest way Peach has ever gotten captured was in the Super Mario Brothers for the DS. When, it's like, oh no, the castle exploded, I better run away. Oh no, Bowser Jr. sneaked up behind Peach and kidnapped her. Seriously, that's like the lamest way she could possibly have gotten kidnapped. But anyway, enough getting off the subject. I don't know much about it. It just seems to be like your typical Mario game. You gotta do some platforming, avoid the enemies, collect your stars, save Princess Peach again, beat Bowser, and yeah, you win. So yeah, it just seems to be like your typical Mario game. So yeah. Okay, let's see what's next. Kid Icarus. Okay, now, I haven't played the original Kid Icarus. I don't know anything about this character franchise. Until I saw the trailer for this, of course. I got a pretty good idea of what it's about. But even though I never played the original, gameplay, the game, it still looks like it's gonna be pretty cool. I might get it. So yeah, I might get that. That'd be pretty cool. Don't really know much about it. It just seems like, kill all the enemies, fly around, kill the enemies. I know it's probably not just that. Probably won't be, but you don't need to correct me. I'm just saying what I saw in the trailer. But yeah, I might get it. I might give that a try. And yeah. Okay, moving to the next and looks like final 3DS game that was announced, which is Luigi's Mansion 2, which I'm pretty sure caught a lot of people off guard. Seriously, I'm pretty sure, pretty much a lot of people got caught off guard at that. I mean, when was the first Luigi's Mansion released? Was it a launch title for the GameCube? I think it was, so that was years ago. And then they're just now making a sequel. Wow, that's pretty unexpected, for real. Man. Okay, now, I'm just gonna straight up say, again, never played the first Luigi's Mansion, but I have seen videos of it. It looks pretty cool. You capture all the ghosts. You gotta get out of that creepy mansion, save Mario. Yay, Mario's the one that needs saving this time. So, yeah, and I don't know what the second game could be about. Maybe Mario gets captured again. Don't know. could be. That's really nice that they're going to make a sequel for Luigi's game. I mean, this is Luigi's game. Probably the most underrated of the Mario Brothers. So, yeah, I mean, this is his moment. That's pretty cool, having his own game. Awesome, right? He's looking at the goose, the vacuum, and his... And I love the little, clip they showed when they were, showing, like, a brief summary of all the games that's coming out for the 3DS. Like, I'm just saying, I thought it looked pretty cool how they did those little screen effect things. I thought that looked pretty awesome. But yeah, it looks like it's gonna be pretty good. I may or may not get it, I don't know, I might. Just have to see. And yeah. Okay, those are all the 3DS games. And before anyone tells me, yes, I know Mario Kart 3DS is also coming to the 3DS. No need to say that, I already know that, but I just not going into detail with that, because I'm not all that interested in it, really. It's just a racing game, and with a few added things on there, like obstacles and crazy moments, and throwing things at people, and yeah. I'm pretty much not getting any more racing games anymore. Only race game I may consider getting is Need for Speed Most Wanted. That's pretty much only other racing game I might consider getting. Other than that, I'm not really buying any more racing games anymore. Aren't there enough racing games already? Seriously, it's mostly just the same thing every time. I'm pretty sure there's enough by now. But anyway, now moving on to the main event. Finally, the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time for the Wii U. I know I'm not the first one to say this, but that name is absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, that's the first thing when I heard that Wii U, I was like, what? That's not a good name. Wii 2 probably would have been better. Yeah, even though that'd be a lame attempt for a sequel console, but still. But at least it's good that they're still keeping the Wii brand name. That's still cool. Okay, now now here's how it went down. This is exactly like what happened when I heard of 3DS. Okay, so when I heard about the new Wii, at first I was just like, oh, that's just gonna be another sequel to a console. It's gonna die down and they're gonna make all the games for that console, and then they're not gonna make any games for the console I currently have. And I have to wait for 60 billion years to get the second console so I can play the other games. Basically how it went down with the PlayStation, and the PlayStation 2, and the PlayStation 3. Still don't have a PlayStation 3 after who knows how long it's been out. But yeah, that's pretty much how it went down with my PlayStation 2. It's like, oh no, they're no longer making games for PlayStation 2. That stinks. Now I need another console to play on. And that became the Wii eventually. So yeah, that's pretty much how it went down with PlayStation 2. And I thought that was just going to be the same route they're going with the Wii U, as well as the 3DS, except for the fact that it's going to be in 3D. That much I knew would change. But then, just like what I saw with the 3DS, I saw the different and new features it had. Things like the controller, for one, which was basically what they were mainly showing off. I thought the controller looked pretty cool. Except for the stylus. I don't think the stylus is really necessary. It looks like you just use your fingers or hands and you just, that. So yeah, I don't think the stylus that they added in is really necessary. But, I don't know, I guess it's okay for them to add that in. But getting back to the controller. I thought that those features that they showed were cool, like when they were like showing the little checkers thing, and they're like playing. I don't know. I guess they were playing checkers. I don't know what they were playing at all. And then and then he saw he was like losing. Oh no, I'm losing. And then he just tilts the controller to the side and knocks off all the checkers. So that looks pretty cool. It has some good motion capability. And then the part when they're like playing baseball, you can only like see certain things through the controller. Like you can see the game on the screen, but you can only see certain other things with the controller. Like you can see the incoming ball coming, or when you need to use the sniper game or something, where you have to shoot the Miis through the window. I don't know if that's gonna be an actual game, but it'd be cool if it was. But when you have to use the Wii Zapper thing, and like use the controller as your little scope thing to search down those Miis, that looked awesome. Especially in the Ninja Star part. That Ninja Star part looked pretty cool, and like watcha, 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 watcha. That looked amazing, and I think I'll definitely get that when it comes out, whenever it'll come out. I'm guessing next year or something. And I heard that people are already doubting that thing. Dude, the console's not even out yet. And you're already doubting it? Come on, give it a chance first. Gosh. Excuse me. But anyway. What was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. I hate it when that happens. What was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say. Something about the controller and the Ninja Star part. I didn't see many games that's coming out for it, except, racing games and games, like, in first-person shooters, and games I'm not interested in, basically. Closest thing was Zelda, which I don't even think is anywhere close to coming out yet. All I saw was, like, a little scene, like a little cutscene I saw. So, yeah. But, yeah, the Wii U, I think it'll definitely turn out pretty good. I think I'll definitely consider getting that when it comes out. And, yeah, the only thing that concerns me, though, is when I do get it, how will that go with walkthroughs for me? I mean, I know there's going to be, like, a ton of games coming out for the Wii U, I know. But what will happen if you guys ask me to do a walkthrough on them? Because I want to show, like, the best quality possible. And I don't think it's possible to make an emulator for that. I'm pretty sure it's not possible for that kind of device. So I don't know, if I do get it, how would I do walkthroughs for it, but still have good quality in the video? That's what I'm concerned about. I'm sure I'll think of something, but right now I'm drawing a blank. But this Wii U and the 3DS have taught me one thing. Never doubt Nintendo. Seriously, never doubt Nintendo. They will not disappoint you, for sure. So, there you go. I know that was a bit long, but I just want to cover everything that excited me the most on there. And, yeah, it looks like this is the end of this video. So those are my thoughts on the stuff that was announced at E3. And tell me what you guys excited you the most at E3 in the comments below. Give me your thoughts and what you thought was cool. And yeah, just leave it down in the comments below. And I guess that's it. So this is Game Master 468 signing off. See you next time.